and clothe me with joy, so that my soul may praise you and not be silent. O Lord my God, I will give thanks to you forever. And then from the New Testament, Mark, the first chapter, the 40th through the 45th verse. Jesus cleansed a leper. A leper came to him, begging him, and kneeling, he said to him, "If you choose, you can make me clean." Moved with pity, Jesus stretched out his hand and touched him and said to him, "I do choose. Be made clean." Immediately the leprosy left him, and he was made clean. After sternly warning him, he sent him away at once, saying to him, "See that you say nothing to anyone, but go. Show yourself to the priest and offer for your cleansing what Moses commanded as a testimony to them." But he went out and began to proclaim it freely and to spread the word, so that Jesus could no longer go into a town openly, but stayed out in the country, and people came to him from every quarter. Thus ends the reading of the word.
Thank you, Alice. Blessings this morning to the beloved people of God. Today we continue our series of Bread, Bath, and Beyond. We're in the thick of the beyond. We began this series with a look at communion and baptism, and then moved to explore how we are called to go beyond just remembering these gifts from God, to living beyond what we could have ever perceived or imagined. This morning, we're looking at what it means to go beyond all this hype. Time after time, miracle after miracle, Jesus encourages people not to spread the hype about the miracles, but just to live differently because of the miracles. Sometimes they listen, and other times they do not. They can't help but share their excitement about what they have experienced. In the healing story we just heard, the latter is what happened. In a society where hype can harm people rather than help things, we're going to look at how we can move beyond this hype to a discerning, faithful discipleship. Please pray with me. Loving God, when we hear the story of the leper whom Jesus cleansed, we wonder, why would Jesus warn him about spreading the news to the healing of his healing? Jesus asked this man to go first to the temple for the ritual of the cleansing and to report that, and then to return to their home. Like this man, we would likely jump for joy at Jesus' healing touch, want to tell everyone we knew, put it out on our social media, spread the news through our phone calls and emails. But that's not what Jesus asked. Jesus wants us to pay attention to what's important. Rather than simply jumping for joy at the healing, may we strive to move forward in ministries of peace and justice and love and compassion. Keep us mindful of the mission for which we are all called to do. Amen. Psalm 30 is a psalm of praise and thanksgiving for the saving love and grace of God. St. Augustine of Hippo describes Psalm 30 as a psalm of the joy of the resurrection and the change, the renewing of the body to an immortal state, and not only of the Lord, but also of the whole church. A renewal of the whole church. I love this image. In this psalm, the psalmist's reason for offering thanksgiving is not so much because of physical healing, but rather the awareness of the life-changing gift that comes with the presence of God. Like the psalmist, when we are acutely aware of God's presence in our lives, we can offer our thanksgiving to God regardless of where we find ourselves. Whether we're in the deepest depths of the ocean or the highest heights of the mountain, if we're in joy or we're in lament, if we're in light or we're in darkness. In all of that, we can praise God, and in doing so, we invite other people to join in that song of thanksgiving and offer our whole selves in an act of praise. The psalmist begins with a shout of praise, for God has drawn them up, healed them, restored, finds compassion for him. And then Jesus sends the leper back to the priest to receive a certificate of being made clean so that he may enter into his community again. Like Peter's mother-in-law in the previous story, he becomes a disciple by spreading the word, by announcing what Jesus had done for him. The problem with this is that Jesus had commanded him not to do that. They commanded him to remain silent about what had just happened in his life. But because of the exciting news that this healed man shared with everybody he met, anybody who would listen to him, it became impossible for Jesus to appear, to move openly in the towns. And he so desired to be there, to heal, to tell of God's reign coming. But the crowds made it impossible for him to do that. Jesus was in a hurry. He was on a mission. But the crowds made him slow down and think differently about how to accomplish this mission. While the way that his mission to heal and preach the good news changed, the message did not. The mission did not. The impact did not. Jesus had to remove himself from the hype that had been created so that he could do what he needed to do. Now, did the crowds follow him? We all know that the crowds still followed him. But he was now in a place where he could do it, do the mission, do the healing. He was able to do it in a way that he was called to do. As I hear this story, I'm reminded of times where we as Christians try to do and be so grandiose in our discipleship and faith sharing, but really, we are called to do and be what we are called to be, which is authentic. Authentic in our personal call. Authentic in sharing of the good news. Authentic in how we treat others. Authentic in how we live our lives. Authentic in how we show love and compassion. Authentic in all that we say and we do. Faithful discipleship happens when we keep Christ at the center of our lives and see others and the world as Jesus did and still does today. But what does that mean in real life? It means that we live our lives after Christ. Well, that's easy, right? When we see someone hurting, we offer to help them. When we see an injustice, we do the work to fight that injustice. When we see someone lost and alone, we offer them love and compassion. When we feel overwhelmed by the things in this world that need care and compassion, we commit to do one thing, and then another, and then another, knowing that we can make a difference, one small step at a time. Stephen Covey, in his book, The 7 Habits of Highly Effective People, wrote this: "The main thing is to keep the main thing the main thing." It seems redundant, but it's also really important. These words remind us to stay focused on what's important. This is in our personal life and in our faith journey. And to not let all that other stuff bog us down and make us feel like we're not enough, that we're not doing enough. So as we go into this week, I encourage us to take time to remember that God doesn't call us to be the flashy, in-your-face Christians, but simply to live our lives differently because Jesus is a part of it. So where is God calling you to reach out to a friend or a neighbor in care and compassion? Where is God calling you to step up and take a stand? And how can you be sure that you're making the main thing, and not getting bogged down by the rest of what the world throws at us? Amen. As many of you know, today is David's last Sunday with us. So the choir, with help from different sources, have put together a beautiful song written by Eva that then has been put to pictures by Gail and Mike. So we would like to offer this up to you, David, as a gift. So. Thanks for all who made that possible, and thank you, David, also for all that you have done for this church in the near 3 years you've been here. So it has been a blessing for me to get to work with you too. Invite us now into a time of prayer and meditation. I invite you to join me in praying the Lord's Prayer with me. Our Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done, on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our trespasses, as we forgive those who trespass against us. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, and the power, and the glory forever. Amen. Our closing hymn today comes from the Faith We Sing, number 2153. I'm going to live so God can use me.
I'm gonna work
just as Jesus called us and that song calls us to live so God can use us. May we go out into the world different, changed, because God is a part of who we are. Go in joy and in peace. Amen.